Are YouTubers ever truly happy? Now, I'm just gonna sit here and just talk about this subject. It's crazy to be honest. Me being a YouTuber now, even though I'm a full-time husband, father, business owner, I do consider myself a YouTuber and a content creator, right? To say the least. But I thought about this the other day. I see channels quit. I see certain people make videos kind of complaining or like addressing certain situations or venting, should I say. And then I see a lot just get caught up in scandal. And I'm like, man, is this really what I want for myself, right? To make YouTube videos, y'all, to be completely honest, it is uh somewhat of a mental drain, maybe even emotional, without trying to be too weird about it. But sometimes you sit here and you want to make content and it just don't come, or you just don't have the right mindset for it, and you just got to shut everything down and just take a breather. And you're constantly trying to make content that will, I don't know if you want to say go viral. I know some people are like that, but you want to make content that's going to be appreciated, that's going to be watched, and sometimes it's not like that. So I do see how some people can be, emotionally and mentally drained by making YouTube and then not getting what they think they deserve as far as views and even monetary gain. Now, me being a 39-year-old content creator, me, myself, and my journey on YouTube has been, kind of weird to say the least, because YouTube is the last platform that I built, right? I built up on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere else, and even on TikTok, I'm doing okay. But YouTube is kind of the last one, besides TikTok, to be honest, that I really put a lot of time into. And now it's like the main goal is to, get content on YouTube out of all of them and get it out there, right? To be honest, I don't even really know why at this point. I don't even know if I really have an end game or end goal. I used to say, I wanted to make YouTube also for my family because, later on see it kind of like a time capsule. And that was part of it, still is to a certain degree. But then again, you never know if these YouTube overlords, whoever they may be, might just, take your channel out. Even me speaking right now, I'm thinking about certain words I want to say, but the way YouTube is, you got to be very careful with your words. And it's crazy because there's videos out there I've seen, that are pretty degenerate, yet they get hundreds of thousands of views, right? But back to what I was saying, are YouTubers ever really happy? To be honest, from the ones that I've seen, uh, from them venting and them going through issues and scandals, and then them eventually falling off, I will say the most of the YouTubers I see really don't even look too happy, to be honest, right? And I think that's kind of weird. We are in a different place in 2024 as far as people that make content, people that make money off of content, and even being on YouTube and these social media platforms, y'all. Even me to a certain degree, I'm trying to push content and make content, and at the same time balance having a trucking company and a family, being a present father, present husband. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all, it's pretty tough, to do all this stuff. Now, I'm not trying to sit here and say, oh, being a YouTuber or being a content creator is harder than having a real job, because I work a real job. I'm running an 18-wheeler all day. It's hella dangerous. I would love to be a full-time content creator and make content all the time and make money off of it. But to be honest, the way it is on social media, they can ban you whenever they want. So really, the thought of being a full-time content creator, for me, it's really out the window, because I can't trust social media or these platforms, for really anything. They can pay you good one month, and the next month you're demonetized and taken off. And then there you are, um, shocked and distraught that your main source of income or one of your channels or platforms or pages is gone, right? And that's a reality that we face. And to be honest, I'm a Christian conservative, so the talking points and the stuff that I touch on are very unpopular, right? So for me, it's even harder. And I honestly believe that maybe a lot of people like me in this genre, whatever you want to call it, we're basically somehow shadow banned across all platforms. I don't know if it's our facial features, facial recognition, our names, our IPs, or what have you. But I think someone that comes from a political / Christian background like myself, on social media platforms, on most of them, we do experience some kind of restrictions or a throttling of our content. Sometimes the content just goes and they can't help but to, let it go out there. And sometimes we even make money off the viral content, right? But the point is, like I said, me being a Christian conservative content creator, it's even tougher for someone like me, especially with the views that I hold, that some people think is archaic or like a dinosaur thinking. To be honest, I'm traditional. One man, one woman become one flesh, and you have a family. And hey, you know, work hard. That's what I believe in. And nowadays, it's kind of not the norm, right? So, anyways, back to what I was saying. from seeing YouTubers, y'all, I don't know if it's really worth it in the end. I've seen other channels quit. I've seen one just recently. I'm gonna say the name Rhodium Radio, Tony A. I don't know if he's gonna quit YouTube completely, but I know that his channel was gonna basically he's gonna I don't know if he's gonna stop posting, but he basically said he did what he could do with his channel. He done what he set out to do. So he's like basically kind of hanging it up. And to be honest, I don't blame him. Because sometimes there's a lot of drama, a lot of hate and blowback that you get whenever you make videos because everybody thinks they know you, everybody has an opinion, and everybody says stuff on the internet that they would not really say in person, right? It's even like my wife says, there's some people online that we really can't stand their online presence, even though they're not really content creators, but in person they're awesome people. But through the lens of social media, they're they look different to us, right? But anyways, the point is, seeing Tony A give up on his channel and seeing other people give up, and like even the Mr. Beast scandal, there's a lot of situations that really make you consider, is it worth your time and effort to be a YouTuber? And I'm gonna be completely honest, not everybody really has it, y'all. And I'm not trying to discourage nobody, but I know everybody says to keep posting and to your heart content, and just keep going and don't give up. And that is true to a certain degree. But at a certain point, y'all, we do have to be realistic. And if some of this stuff's not giving what you would want back from it, maybe it's not that bad to hang it up, right? If it's affecting you emotionally or even mentally, I don't think it's that bad to, if not give up, at least kind of reel back and just take a break. But anyways, like I said, being a YouTuber in 2024 is tough. I think also because everybody's doing it. Everybody's making content. Facebook now opens up the content creation for everybody on the platform. So you're competing with a lot of people. And again, it is tough being a content creator in 2024, especially when you're in my genre, especially whenever you're a married person with a family and a business, little to no time. And I'm not trying to sit here and complain. I'm just saying that's the hurdles that people like me have to jump. I don't have time all day to be making content. I wish I did, but to be completely honest, that's not how it works. And then the time it takes, not just to film content, but to edit, get it ready to publish, and then to actually publish it, that's a whole nother deal in itself, y'all. It takes a lot of time, especially with these phones or computers, whatever you use, your internet speed, the Wi-Fi. Man, I was uploading a video yesterday, 9-10 minute video, 4K. And man, I was just having problems with my phone uploading. And I got the iPhone 15 Pro and the best Wi-Fi money can buy, but it still took a lot of time. And that was just for one video. So again, making content, producing content, and then publishing content, it takes a lot of time. The point is, sometimes you start to wonder and question, is it even worth it, right? I think a lot of YouTubers go through this cycle where we're on the mountaintop and we go down. It's like an up and down roller coaster. And to be honest, I think the ones that really become successful doing this are the ones that can weather the storm and stay in that boat down and up, down and up. It's kind of like, not really celebrating too many of your successes, as far as knowing that sometimes you're going to succeed and sometimes you're going to fail or you're going to do worse, right? You should always be stoic, in my opinion, right? Through it all, right? Take the good with the bad. As corny as that sounds, I think that's a pretty good way to look at it, because that's even how I look at it at work. When I go haul loads, hey, some days I have good days, some days I have bad days. I can't let the good days or the bad days make me or break me, because at the end of the day, the paycheck is what comes and what I need. So that's my main priority, the end goal, right? So my YouTube journey, I started politically, and now I've kind of somewhat segued from that. I made it actually a pivot, and I'm proud of myself. My TikTok, it's not even nothing too much political. I got some stuff going viral, and I'm making some money on TikTok. And most of my feed, now that I look at it, right, it's topics that I want to touch on. So that's how I kind of looked at it. Even on the YouTube, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. To really get viral and to really get views, you got to gossip a lot. You got to kind of be into the drama, controversial, of course. I am controversial, I will admit. And at the same time, you got to be ahead of these trending topics and even breaking news, as far as me being a Christian conservative. And that's cool, right? But like I said, I've just looked at it like, hey, if I make it on YouTube, big or not, whatever, I'm just going to make the content that I want, thought-provoking content. And if it does good, great. If not, it's all good, because I'll make my money in the trucks, and anything extra, from social media, I'll take it, but I don't count on it, because when you count on it, I think that's when you set yourself up for failure. Because again, like I said, these, I don't even want to say algorithms, these these things they implement in the system, with these social media platforms, it can change at the drop of a hat, and there you are with your channel deleted or whatever. You're taken out for violating some kind of community guideline or what have you, and there you are, at the with the end of the stick of the whole situation. So again, like I said, the content that I'm making now is just what I want to make if I can make it, and I don't try to put too much thought into it, even though I am somewhat of a perfectionist, and that has even hindered me as far as being a content creator, because you sit there and you drop a project or a video and you're reviewing it and you keep reviewing it, trying to make sure it's perfect, and you're editing it, you're putting it back on the editing board and you're re-downloading it, and then you end up uploading it, then you find a mistake. Like, being a perfectionist making content is a big time no. It's a no-go, to be honest, but I ain't gonna lie, I'll fall victim to that myself, because what I put out there, I want it to be as polished and professional and good looking and sounding as possible. But that's not always how it works. Again, the point of my video is just saying that I look at some YouTubers that either fall off, get caught in scandal, or they end up, just giving up, or they look miserable, right? And I start thinking, I hate to say it like this, but is that my end result, right? Is that what you're looking forward to? Is that what a content creator can look forward to on YouTube, is to end up, even if you do blow up, you're up there sitting on the top miserable? Now, I'm not saying they're all like that, but I have taken notice that, usually every big content creator goes through some kind of scandal, something happens to them, they fall off, something happens where, it's not what you thought it was with them, right? And I think at the end of the day, if we just be appreciative of our lives, we be humble, and we sit back and understand that the grass is not always greener on the other side, right? That people post what they want you to see on social media. The content that people make is usually sometimes polished, in a sense, kind of fake, scripted, and that it's not real life. So whenever we see people kind of fall off or have issues, we all got issues. But like I said, it's kind of common to see people either giving up, going through scandal, falling off, or something happening bad with them, especially when they're big time YouTubers. I'm not saying all of them. Maybe I need to change my algorithm or my feed to look at something else, but that's what I've come to notice, that uh, a lot of people fall off, and a lot of people that are on YouTube, at the end, it doesn't look too good. So that's what I'm saying. Are YouTubers, I don't want to say cursed, but could there be a YouTube curse? Could a content creator go through that? And let's be honest, y'all, we're all human beings that make content. And at the end of the day, no one's perfect. No one's a robot. And, it's real life out here. We make content that pertains to our life and what we're going through. We put it out there. Hopefully it'll make an impact, make some money, or change somebody's perspective, or help somebody go through something. We make content for a reason and with purpose at times. And sometimes it seems that we don't get what we put into it, and that's, for the most part, that happens a lot more than not. So that's how it can become discouraging, and I can see how it can affect somebody mentally whenever you're putting out so much effort and you really get nothing back. Now, that's a hurdle that I deal with, a lot of people do deal with. And at the same time, while I'm going through that struggle, I look at these big time accounts and I'm like, damn, they end up getting into something crazy, and I'm like, is that my destiny, right? Is that what we work so hard to achieve, a level somewhat similar to them, and then we end up, like them? Is that our end result? And of course, I hope not. Everybody has their routes in life, and they have their um, decisions to make and the choices they have to live with, right? But it just seems like most of the people I see on YouTube end up not happy. So it kind of makes me think, is it worth it in the end? Now, thanks for watching. If you checked out the whole video, sorry for blabbering on, but I wanted to put this out there. It was just on me, and there it is, y'all. I was gonna make a video about some other topic, but I went ahead and dropped this one. Again, sometimes we just sit there trying to make content in lights, camera, action, microphones, and everything, and you're just sometimes stifled. Sometimes you can't just get it out there, right? Some kind of video you wanted to make, but this one right here was on me, and I hit the record and I pressed it. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you watched it all, let me know, and I appreciate your time, because time is very important. Again, are YouTubers happy in the end? Are they cursed? Can you make it successfully on YouTube without losing your wits end? With that, y'all, I'm out of here. Later.